Hi everybody, we're going to take a look at lesson 72, which deals with implied ratios. And implied means that we're pretty sure it's there, but it doesn't come right out and say it. Okay, so before we begin, hit pause, and I'd like you to read page 507 in your book. Okay, so hopefully you've read page 507 and taken a look. And so we're going to be talking about what do you do if you have two pieces of information in one situation, but only half of the other information, okay? And so the way we start is we set up a ratio box. And for example, it says if 5 pencils cost $1.50, so there's one situation, how much would 12 pencils cost, okay? So we set it up and we say in the first situation, we have a pencil to cost ratio, but in the second situation, we don't have all the information, okay? But here's what we do have. So, oops. Okay, so we know that in the first situation, 5 pencils cost $1.50 and 12 pencils cost, we don't know, all right? And so you should be thinking already our PES, where we write a proportion, an equation, and we solve. And so I'm going to walk us through it. Okay, so our proportion looks like 5 is to $1.50 as 12 is to x. And remember, we cross multiply to create an equation. So our equation looks like 5x equals $1.50 times 12. And then we begin to solve it. Okay, so you can use a calculator as long as you're showing me the steps. Okay, so 5x equals $18. And we learned from investigation 7 that we want to isolate the variable we're solving for x. You guys do this pretty well already. So since we're multiplying by 5, we have to divide both sides by 5. Okay, and that leaves x by itself. So our solution is x is $18 divided by 5. And as long as you show me your setup, you can use a calculator. It comes out to $3.60. Okay, for 12 pencils, right? Correct solution, correct answer. All right, so then our second problem deals with Mrs. Campbell can tie 25 bows in 5 minutes. That's the first case. At that rate, how many can she tie in 1 hour? And you should be thinking, well, we're talking hours and minutes. We need to convert the hour to minutes, which you guys do pretty well. Okay, so we come down here. Oops, sorry, get the paper straight. And we set up our ratio box. How many bows per minute? In the first case, they told us 25 bows per 5 minutes. But we don't know how many bows she can tie in an hour, which is 60 minutes. Okay, so we come over here and we set up our proportion. Okay, so our proportion looks like 25 is to 5 as x is to 60. And you'll hear me talking this way. 25 is to 5 as x is to 60. Because proportions are constant rates, we can talk like that. So the equation comes out 5x equals 25 times 60. We're cross multiplying. Now we're going to divide. Oops, there goes the light. Okay. And the solution says 5x equals 1,500. And we're going to isolate the variable. So we divide by 5 on both sides. And we find out that she can tie 300 bows in 60 minutes. She's a fast bow tire. Okay. And so we look at the next page. Up here, this is going to sound familiar because I've been talking like this. 6 is to 15 as 9 is to what number? And so these are two different cases. We have a first number is to a second number, as in a different case, a first number is to a second number. So that's how we set it up. And then we come down here, okay, and we think about what it actually says. It says 6 is to 15 as 9, there's our first number, is to the second number, which we don't know. Okay, and so we set up our proportion. 6 is to 15 as 9 is to x. We set up an equation. 6x equals 15 times 9. And we solve. okay, which you guys do just fine. And we find out that the missing number, 9 is to 22.5, would make it an equal proportion, okay? So go ahead and tackle that practice set. Don't forget PES for all the problems, okay, as well as the ratio boxes. They do need to be labeled, case 1, case 2, and then you need to have your labels on the side for me to count them, okay? And then do the homework, and I'll see that next Monday. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.